Hi Libra, this is going to be your art channeled message and tarot reading. I channel messages through art and anything creative because, well, I'm an artist and I found a way I realized that's what my gifts will be used for, so that's pretty cool. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There are no rules to my readings. If you want to watch it, that's fine. If you feel drawn to it, you can do that. But without further ado, I started drawing a mask. It looks like something you would see for New Year's. It's very prim and proper, and it looks like feathers pointing off of each side. I feel like you know what that kind of mask I'm talking about. It kind of looks like theater mask. Something you'd see at a ball, or actually has eyes cut out and kind of looks freaky, but it's very fancy, very proper. I'm getting the energy of Cinderella, and I did not expect to get that. It's like you're wearing a mask so the person of interest can't recognize you. With Cinderella, she only had one night to have fun, and then at midnight, emphasis on midnight, which is New Year's, I said it looked like a New Year's mask. That's when it's Happy New Year, 12 o'clock midnight. At New Year's, she needs to leave. I'm getting once we hit 2021, you're leaving so many people, love interests, old habits, you name it, behind. And it's going to leave these people feeling like the prince and Cinderella. Like, where did she go? Why did she run away after a seemingly good time? What did I do? It's like, what did I do to get cut off? I feel like that's what exactly is going to happen. I'm even getting you have a tendency to leave others questioning, like you'll give them a good time, you'll make them feel special, but disappear and ghost. Or perhaps they got the idea that it's more serious, but you're just simply having fun, letting loose. And I don't think you do that often. So it's like you'd rather keep that separate. It's like when you have fun, you don't really want to take that back into like your personal life. It almost seems like you have two different lives sometimes. Not in a bad way, like you have a secret life, but you have like a secret side, and you'd rather keep that secret side separate. I'm seeing the glass slipper as well, so you left something behind, not as evidence, but you leave them thinking of you. They think of you, and it's like a piece of you stays with them. But are they coming with you in 2021? Or do they have to settle for a glass slipper? And I think this glass slipper is memories. Your quirks, your personality. It's like, for some reason, I don't know what the glass slipper is specifically, but it leaves people thinking about you. It reminds them of you. Some quality you have, they find themselves thinking about it and missing it. They don't find that quality in just anybody. That's the quality you kind of fill. You're fun. You know how to have fun. But yeah, you're leaving a lot of people behind in 2021, and it's going to leave them feeling like their glass slipper. Well, it's going to leave them with the glass slipper. It's going to leave them with memories and nothing more. So it's like, who's going to make the cut? I think there's two here. Yep. Taking risks and the truth. I feel like this taking risks, is obviously leaving things behind that no longer serve you. And this doesn't even have to be people that are toxic. It could be we simply don't vibe. I don't share the same feelings as they do. They're not good for me. We're not good for each other, but they might be good for somebody else. Like taking the risk and leaving it all behind. And the bird here is in the sky. I did mention something about two lives, not necessarily a secret life, but a secret side. It's like you're taking the risk to leave that behind because you don't want to take that and bring it into your daily life. You like seeing them sometimes, but you don't want them to be involved in your daily routines. you don't want it to get to a personal level. You just want to have fun. You just want to take risks. You just want to be young and have fun. And then the truth here. The truth. What is the truth? Could also be telling people the truth. Like, I don't see us taking this further. The setting in these cards always look dry to me. Well, obviously right here it looks like the bird's in the desert, and then the tree here is dry. But the bird looks like it's flying away from the desert, flying away from a dry situation. This situation, this other life was very dry, very boring. So it's like you're leaving people behind that bore you, people behind that don't excite you. And then once you do that, they're going to be left with memories, or they could even potentially wonder what they did wrong or what they did to deserve that. But I don't think it was in a malicious way. I feel like you might even tell them the truth. Like, look, we're not a good match. We're just not good for one another. That's the truth. God, both of these cards, the climate is just very dry and boring and brittle. Brittle things fall apart, so this is bound to happen. It's not enough time for that. It's like right at the stroke of midnight, you're out. Right in 2021, it's like you're already clearing out. You're doing a lot of cleaning. I also just heard cleaning out your friends list, or clearing out your friends list. And think of it like that. That's a really good example, actually. Because when we clean out our friends list, doesn't mean we hate those people. No, it usually just means we either grew apart, you don't talk to them, or you just don't want them to be involved with your life. Like I said, you don't want them to be involved with your life because it's just not on a personal level. Ooh. 5 of Swords. The Empress. I'm not surprised. I'm seeing the Empress here is Cinderella. And she even has blonde hair in the card. Go figure. Queen of Swords. And there's the Truth. I'm getting a bit of like a bachelorette type of vibe. Like a heartbreaker. But you're not trying to be. Might view you that way a little bit, but... Six of Wands, bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. 5 of Swords and the Empress. I'm getting the Empress straight up with this combo. I'm getting like you're breaking a lot of hearts. Telling the truth here will leave a lot of people like wondering what they did wrong, or wondering why they're not coming with you in 2020, wondering why it didn't last that long. Even though I did say there was this element of one thinks it's more serious than the other does. This person doesn't look like they're taking it seriously, but these do. Like these people are in their emotions. But then this person's just kind of smirking, laughing it off, like, wait, they really thought they were coming with me in 2021. The Empress here. They really thought. And the Empress is all about like the birth of new beginnings. Like she's pregnant. It's a new cycle. 2021 is a new year, a new cycle. They're not coming with you. And it's like that's them having to walk away. And you're like, what? It's not that serious. Jeez. It's like you had to be a little cold-hearted, but at least you are telling the truth. You didn't do it in a mean way. I think the initial shock of it all will have people like, did she just cut me off? Did the Queen of Swords just cut me off? You're going to be having to let down a lot of people. Well, I try to at least let a lot of people down easy. And then we have the Hermit. I think this mostly, remember I did say this has something to do with being malicious. You just want to be alone. You want to figure yourself out, kind of like hibernate. I'm gonna like hibernate for the rest of winter, so you know what changes you want to make, so you know how you want to enter 2021 the right way. And I didn't say just leaving old people behind. I said old habits specifically. It's like you want to go within to make sure you don't make any bad habits. It's a lot of self-care. The Hermit here is self-care. You know how people say it's like cutting people off in the name of self-care? But that doesn't just have to be people. It can be places, things you do. I just heard it's not you, it's me. And no one wants to hear that. That's such a cliche thing to say. It's like, it's not you, it's me, but it's really them. I'm saying you're telling the truth with that. Like, it's not you, it's me. I just need to take care of myself. I want to make sure I go into 2021 with a clean slate. I don't want any baggage. I don't want any drama. And I really respect this 100%. I'm not even getting a player energy or anything like that. And then we have 9 of Wands. Like you want to step into 2021 without being scared. Like, this person looks scared a bit. I'm seeing behind these wands, it's like he's tiptoeing into 2021. You know how everyone's saying, I don't want to know what 2021 is going to be like because of how 2020 was? I feel like this year is very, not bad for you, but very chaotic. And now you're sort of tiptoeing into the next one. You're being careful. And you're also being careful with who you take with. It's like taking the enemy to the other side where it's safe and you're alone. You don't want to be cornered by anybody. You don't want to be bothered. Oh, and with the Page of Pentacles here, I feel like you'd rather meet new people. Fresh eyes or fresh faces. You'd rather meet new people and leave the old ones behind. That's basically what I'm seeing. I think this was a huge risk for you. Then we have the 4 of Swords and 6 of Wands. A lot of attention. Like, Cinderella garnered a lot of attention because she became mysterious. And then ever since the prince had her slipper, it's like everyone was looking for her. It was on like this huge pursuit. But not just with one person, it's like everyone was. Everyone was onto her. So like she was in the spotlight and she was like, this is not what I wanted. I need to get back to my old life. I don't have time for this to come together, you know what I mean? She just had fun. Stroke of midnight, she's out. Or should I say stroke of New Year's? The new year is in and old people are out. She's putting a lot of things to rest, and so are you. But this is when people are gonna start wondering where you are. Like, did she just ghost me? Did he just ghost me? And don't pay attention, like when I say she or I refer to it as a woman, I'm usually just talking about the cards. Or like I'm comparing it to like Cinderella, but you don't actually have to be female. This is gender neutral, just to make sure. But yeah, a lot of eyes on you. It's like the spotlight is on you. Or it will be, because you're gonna be leaving them with a glass slipper, leaving them with memories. And it's like they're holding on to memories. They want to see you again. I don't know if that makes sense. Once someone becomes a memory, that's when people want. They want it in their reality again. They want what they can't have. But you're being careful. Like there's a reason you're acting like this. You're being very careful with what you bring to the other side, for what you bring into the new year. And I don't think I blame any of you. I actually kind of like this energy. And notice here too how the Hermit is on the Empress, and I did say this was the Cinderella, this is you. This is self-reflection, working on yourself. You're taking a good look at yourself. Taking a good look at old habits. You don't want to repeat them. These old habits could even be partying, because I was getting like you had a side to you, and you often feel like both of those lives or sides to you often get mixed up, causes drama, causes issues. So you could have like a party lifestyle, you could drink. I know people on New Year's, I'm trying to think, on New Year's you drink, you have fun. That's about it. I think that's what you're trying to leave behind, this party lifestyle. And you know how sometimes like when you go to a party for the first time or you have a night out, you meet people and you never really form close relationships with them, but they're just sort of there. You might have them on social media, you might talk to them sometimes, but you'd rather not know them on a personal level. That's what this is. It's like, sorry, I don't think this is gonna become a 2021 thing. It's probably just gonna be me, myself, and I, because I have things that I want to work on. It's like you're cutting people off in the name of self-care. But I think that might trigger this. I just heard stampede, not in a literal way, but a lot of people are gonna be wondering like, what's up? Did I get cut off? Was I cut off in the name of self-care? Yep. I'm getting like this is you sleeping. This is you taking time to hibernate. I did say hibernate. I wasn't even looking at this card when I said that. It's like you're hibernating for the rest of winter, and then once you come out, it's like all these people are waiting for you. That's the imagery, that's the idea I'm sort of getting. They're like, where have you been? And you're like, all I did was sleep for the winter. All I did was rest. But now I'm ready. I think I'm gonna get one more card. Oh, look at the bottom of the deck. Abundance. There's the Empress. For some of you, I'm getting this is actually a literal pregnancy you're trying to keep hush-hush. You're noticing your environment is changing because you have to leave that party lifestyle behind because you're pregnant. Obviously, you can't drink when you're pregnant, so I'm getting that's what this is for some of you. Protection. You're protecting yourself. This is all in the name of self-care. This protection is self-care. See how the lightning is hitting the tree? I'm seeing that's the tower moment. You're going to be triggering tower moments in people by your absence. That just shows how powerful you are, how powerful your presence is. You really add some like substance. You must really add some substance to people's lives to make them feel that way. They're missing out on you. It's not the other way around. And I did say so, it was something about like your qualities, your quirks, your personality. That's the glass slipper. That's what they're left with. And this memory, I feel like it's going to keep causing tower moments. And notice how this tree is dead, but this one's alive. This one's powerful. I feel like once you tell the truth, once you cut this shit out, you're going to be feeling like this. It's like protecting yourself was the best decision because look at this transition. So it's like you don't want 2021 to be like, this is 2020 and this is going to be 2021. Protecting your energy. Walking into it with a fresh, clean slate. And I feel like fresh faces as well. It's like, yeah, you're done with a lot of this. And interestingly enough, it's the swords element. It's all about, I'm getting swords here, is cutting it out. I just got Joey from Full House. Cut it out. Or whatever he did with his fingers. Okay. I think that's the end of your reading. Who is this for again? Well, that's the end of your reading. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I would really appreciate it, and continue to protect your energy. Continue to go within. Release those old habits, because I feel like you have a lot of them. There's a part of yourself you kind of want to leave behind. You might also be forced to leave it behind because you're expecting. And I don't think anyone knows you're expecting. You're trying to keep that hush-hush. Trying to protect that as well. Okay. Bye.